Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our last session together. The time has flown by. Hope you have enjoyed them. And today we're going to de-stress and unwind and focus a bit on our hips and the area around the groin, and again working on stretching the back body. All the forward folds and sitting postures tend to be more relaxing and soothing for the digestive system as well. So we're going to start by placing a block, if you have one, just in front of you. Just in front of you, making sure that you can see me here. And resting the legs onto the block. And then allowing the knees to flop to either side, just nice and gentle, so that you can allow the hips to open. If your hips are very open, you can try it just as well without the block, but I personally like it with a bit of support. It makes it more accessible, and there's no shame in using props. We can use all the help we can get. So sit here and find your bony pelvis. It's right there, isn't it? And maybe you can open your soles of your feet a little bit wider so that you can look up and the soles of your feet can open like an open book. Now inhale, lift the chest up, lift the face up, and just stretch the back, sending those shoulders down away from the ears, but letting the legs open to either side. Really nice. And being here, connect to your abdominal breathing. Breathing deeply into the nose and the belly. And maybe engaging the sound as well. So going back into your ujjayi breath. If you get confused about that, go back to the introductory lesson where I talk about all the breaths. So breathing with sound. You see, when we have the block, we're able to sustain the pose for longer. And according to Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, the poses should be steady and comfortable. So we want to adjust them so that we can hold them for a while. Now, next inhalation, round the spine, send the belly button in and send the head down as far as you can towards the feet. Now, everyone is different. For some of you, this will be easy peasy. For others, this is just like, what? In that case, just relax and do what you can. Accept where you are. And keep thinking that the only bad practice is the one you didn't do. So you're trying, you're doing enough. This notion of I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. Focusing on the aspect of abundance, on what our body can already do, the amazing things it has enabled us to do in this life, rather than frustrating over what it cannot do. Going a bit deeper and just with gratitude towards the body and what it offers us. Extend the legs to either side to a wide stretch. Really nice. Sitting up nice and tall. Activating your feet from either side so the toes pointing gently towards the face. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, belly button leading the movement. Taking our torso forward towards the front, yes. Seeing where you can go, tiptoeing with your fingers forward, and then release the face down. Stay there for as long as you can. It might be that you're very tight around this area, in which case you might want to place the block just in front of you. And rather than going all the way down here, that might not be accessible to you, you can just place your hands on the block or a book here and release the head down. But keep sending the belly button down and opening through the chest. So we're not rounding here, we're opening the chest and it's the belly that's going down. Maybe after a few breaths, you can slide the block a little bit farther away. Or you can go as far as you can, releasing the forehead down. Really good. Breathe there. Now inhale, come up. It's quite a deep stretch, so let's counter it. Placing our hands just behind Fingertips pointing forward. Lift the chest up, lift the torso up, but keep those feet active. Inhale, look up. Breathe here and just feel how much space you have now in the body for the internal organs, for your chest, your lungs, your heart. How much easier it is to breathe when we're expanding, we take up all the space we need. And inhale, come back to the center. Now place your right leg just across, so the outside of the shin is just across the center. And press the left leg over, adjusting here so that the knee is just at the center of the body. Take the leg a little bit farther. Now this may be quite a deep stretch. Personally, for me, that's a deep stretch already. For some of you, it may be easy. Everyone is different. The outer edges of the feet ideally are just on the floor here. You should be feeling a deep stretch here on the outside of your hip. Yes, the ITP band and the glutes. Inhale, lift the chest, and this might be stretching up already. You might not want to go anywhere farther. Or maybe as you exhale, see if you can tiptoe a little bit forward just to stretch a bit more. Breathing here. Nice and easy. Inhale into the belly. And now exhale, come back up. Inhale, lift the arms over. And see if you can take one arm up and the other one behind. You might need to use your belt over here, or maybe just for a second, don't worry about the belt. Don't worry if the pose is not perfect. Just make an attempt. You're already doing it. Breathe here. Close your eyes for a second and feel where you feel that tension. Focus on that, but as you inhale, imagine the breath is going to the areas that are feeling tight. And exhale, release the hands, release the legs. Oof, quite a deep stretch, isn't that? Good. And inhale, lift the arms up. We're going to do the same thing again, just so you can see how by repetition you can go deeper. Even if you do something twice in a row, already your body's responding more. All we need is time and practice. Exhale, reaching forward, sending the belly button down, maybe the forehead down, maybe the forearms, or maybe you're just here. And that's perfect. You're still working. It's just as good of a pose. Breathing here, and now inhale, lift. We'll go to the other side. So first we put the right leg, now we put the left leg over into our cow pose. Crossing the right leg on the top, adjusting so that both knees are roughly in the same line in the center of the body. Pressing the shin just so they're right outside. Yes? And now you might find that the right hip is lifting. Yes? So just try to position yourself so they're nice and straight. If you've got strong thighs like myself, this is quite a challenging pose. Keep breathing. This is a beautiful counterbalancing posture for all those hours spent and years spent in front of the computer, sitting on the chair, releasing those muscles, releasing the tension. So just embrace what it offers you. Keep breathing. Nice and easy. And see, maybe you can gently reach forward. Breathe here. Nice and easy. And now inhale in. Let's see if we can do the other side. Challenging enough as it is. Extending over here, placing the hands behind, maybe fingertips touch, maybe not. Accepting where we are, accepting imperfection as the beauty of life, as the reality of life. Breathing here. Whenever the pose presents itself as challenging, just deepen the breath. Don't yank, don't push. And exhale. Extend the legs one to either side. Very good. Breathing here. And now we're going to slide over to the right. So you can slide the right hand towards the right foot. You might get all the way to the shin or the ankle. Once you're there, inhale, lift the arm over. And maybe this might be enough for you, but if you're quite open, you might want to take it all the way down. And extend the right hand down onto the floor. You might want to lift it here. It's quite a stretch, keeping those feet active. Lovely, nice and easy. Inhale, come back. And now just twist for a second here. So opening through the torso, looking maybe behind for a second to release. Inhale, come back, and let's go to the other side, sliding down. So your left, my right. And inhale, lift the hand over, grab where you can, maybe the toes, or maybe you're finished here. Opening through the chest, so not rounding here, but opening through the chest and the arm. Very good. If you grab the toe, maybe you can place now the left hand on the floor. Opening here, lifting for the armpit, looking up. And inhale, come back to the center. And just counterbalance by looking behind and lifting to the chest. Opening to the other side. Beautiful, really nice. And now we're going to come down to a supported bridge and a final twist pose. So lying down on your back, legs close to the chest, to the hips, sorry. Placing your hands on the belly for just a second. And now inhale, place the hands on either side. And as you push down through the palms and the feet, inhale, lift the chest and the hips up, lift the hips. Lift it up, lift it up. Keep breathing, keep the neck neutral. So just listen to my voice. Don't worry about looking at me. Try to draw the knees more parallel, but the feet are staying parallel as well. So if you have them together, spread them a bit wider. And now exhale, release down. Inhale into the nose and the belly. Exhale out. One more breath. And let's try this one more time. Inhale up. And hold here. If you happen to have a block, this might be really nice to put the block just underneath the hips, on the sacrum, which is just the flat bone area above your tailbone. Yeah. So you can place it like this, or maybe even send it over here to a higher setting. Try different things. Once it's hard to get in there, but once you're there, you can really enjoy a more restorative pose. A block or not, don't worry about it. Release the block and gently go down. Beautiful, really nice. Now, place your arms a little bit wider. Lift your hips up and take the hips over to the left side of the mat. And to place the bottom down there and take the knees over to the right, releasing the feet. And take the face and the head over to the left. You should be feeling a nice stretch around the spine. Maybe even place the right hand over your left leg just to deepen the stretch. Close your eyes and inhale and breathe. These stretches are quite restorative. They soothe your nervous system, and any twists are really lovely for our digestion. Gently pressuring the gut and releasing any unprocessed matter so it goes farther. We're also twisting our spine, providing a gentle spinal massage. Closing your eyes if you haven't done so already, and just enjoying this moment to yourself. Enjoying this moment of well-deserved self-care. On the next inhalation, release your hand if you had it up, so both hands are facing down on the floor. Lift your knees up, come back to the center with your hips. And again, lift the hips back up and travel with the hips over to the right side of the mat. Place the hips down the right side of the mat and take the knees over to the left. Look over to the right. And you should be feeling quite a nice stretch around the lumbar and the glutes and the hips and maybe the rib cage and even the armpit here. You may want to place the left hand over your right thigh just to deepen that stretch. Breathe here. Nice and easy. Allow your body to soften and your breath to deepen. Closing your eyes. And then finally bringing the legs back up and stretching the legs down. If you don't enjoy lying flat on your back, then you can place a bolster or a pillow or a blanket underneath your knees. Otherwise, extend your legs, extend your arms. Close your eyes, draw the chin slightly forward. And close your eyes for the final relaxation, your Shavasana, which is in Sanskrit called the corpse pose, because we're not doing anything. For some people, this is the most challenging pose of all. When you're just there with yourself, no other distraction. You, your body, your mind, and your breath. Connect with your breath. Allow it to flow naturally now. Relaxing your feet and relaxing your ankles. Relaxing your shins and your calves. Relaxing your knees and the backs of your knees. Relaxing your thighs and your hamstrings. Softening deep into the muscle and the bone even. Relaxing your groin and your hips, your whole buttocks. Relaxing your belly. Relaxing your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. Relaxing your whole back. Relaxing your chest and your heart. Feeling your heart slowing down. Relaxing your shoulders and your arms, your wrists and your hands and your fingers. Relaxing your neck and the back of your neck. Relaxing your face and your eyes and the backs of your arms. Relaxing your tongue. Relaxing your mind. Observing spaces in between the thoughts. Feeling the thoughts slowing down. Observing thoughts like clouds. Passing through a clear, open sky of your mind. Giving yourself this final moment of relaxation and the not doing. Allowing yourself to be a human being and not human doing. And later this will allow you to engage more authentically with your family, friends, your work, yourself. The times of inactivity are very important for our productivity and our attention span as well. Tuning into your body and listening to what it needs today and in the days to come. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure and privilege to be able to share with you a little insight into yoga practice. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe it's inspired you to do some more. If you haven't done so already, then gently open your eyes and come up to sitting. And we'll just close together by taking our arms over the head and drawing our hands down the center line of the body. Peace in my thoughts, peace in my words, peace in my heart and my action. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a lovely evening and see you soon. Namaste.